In the past week, I've built a minimal resume builder. So let me show you around. First, we have the landing page. So you have to first pick one of the templates. I'll go with this one. So I just filled in the basic information and we'll be heading over to the next screen. So as you can see here, this is divided into two panes. The left pane, which is the sidebar, preview, which is the right where you can see as you type. So currently you can change the templates. As I said previously, there's just two templates right now, plain and mature, and you can switch them here. There are a couple of more actions you can do right now. The first of them is to reset the form or to download PDF. I'm not going to reset the form right now. So let's continue filling more of this information and I'll show you how the app is built. First, you have the contact information section. Here, I'm just having basic fields like the full name, email address, job title, the location, the website, and phone number. So let's add a random phone number here. You see it's going to be shown here, and these links are clickable. Like you can actually click on this link to call or something. And the next section is the work experience section, because this is like the second most important section. As you can see here, there's this button which is add experience. When I click on it, it opens a new section for me to enter this work experience. So I'll quickly enter a dummy work experience. So I just entered a couple of more information, and the way I think about this is in highlights. Most recruiters want to see bullet points of what you've done in your previous roles, and it makes sense to have them as a list rather than a block of text. So as you can see here, there's a button add highlight, and you can keep adding as much highlights as you want. I'm just going to type in something additional. Let's say helped maintain a fleet of microservices. So as you can see, it's updating on the right. So I can also take off this block if I want. Let's say I go and add another experience. Let's keep adding, and I can choose to take off this row by clicking remove block, and it just takes it off. And then the next we're going to do is like add the education. You have your institution, the degree, field of study, start date, and a couple of impact here also. So let's say I'm adding the education. Let's say, and then there's also a section for other projects. Assuming you have other projects you want to list that are not necessarily work experiences, you can also do that. Have as much impact as you want or highlights, you can take them off also if you want. The last section is the skills section. So let's say I have a couple of skills like data structures, API development. And then you might be thinking, what happens if I mistakenly leave this page and try to reload this page? I'll just try to reload it, and as you can see, most of the information are still here. So I'm also persisting all of this information to local storage. I think this is very, very helpful, because imagine filling all this information and then you mistakenly reload the page and then it's not there anymore. I imagine that's going to be quite annoying. So I'm going to show you how the export works right now. So let's imagine we have this template now, and we are done making the resume, and we want to export it. So right now we can just click on this download PDF, and it's going to open up a new window and ask us to print it, and ask us to save it, and we're just going to save it as, let's say, New West resume, and it's going to close automatically. So we're going to go to the downloads and find the newest resume, and as you can see here, it's actually a PDF that is selectable. That is selectable, and is also scannable by ATS, application tracking systems. Yep. And now I'm going to show you how the reset works. Once you click reset form, it's going to take out everything. So I'm going to talk about the tech stack for this. So I'm currently using React with Vite alongside tank stack query, which is in beta. Now this is not something that is ready yet, and that's why it can make sense to use tools that are in beta like tank stack query. Hopefully it comes out of beta before I try to make this available for everyone. Now I'll quickly talk about how I convert the HTML to PDF. Right now I'm using quite a funny hack, that is the browser's download as PDF. Now this is now this is the laziest route I could use. Other solutions were quite complex. One of them involved hosting like a Chromium engine that could run Puppeteer and generate these PDFs. Another of them includes sending the HTML and the CSS down to an external service that's going to convert it to PDF and send it back. Now there are quite some challenges with that, like exposing people's data over the wire. It became too complex, and I decided to just go with the browser's window.print to just get PDF right off the bat. Now there are a couple of improvements I would love to add before making this public. The first and the most important one is the PDF generation. Currently I'm just using the browser's window.print. Now this is going to be inconsistent across a couple of browsers. The ones I've tested in are not problematic, but I imagine some problems might arise. So I'm thinking about hosting a service that is going to run Puppeteer and convert this HTML and CSS to PDF. The next important feature that I want to add to this is ChatGPT integration. Filling these forms can be quite hectic, and sometimes you actually want some help there and you want some hints also. I imagine some kind of type along, autocomplete, and most of those interesting stuff like that. I want to add hints to guide the users while filling these forms in terms of word count, using the right keywords, and a whole lot of other stuff that you have to do properly when trying to make a resume. And there's a lot more I would also like to add. For instance, dark mode. I also want to add more templates, more colorful templates, because these ones are just plain and most people would not like them. So yeah, that's it for 1 week of trying to build a resume builder, and I'm quite impressed with what I could come up with in this short period of time, and I'm excited for when I'm going to have more time to spend building this. If you're interested to see what I'll be building next week, subscribe to this channel and like this video. Next week I'll be building an AI assistant that is going to help you prepare for exams by quizzing you on PDF that you upload. It's quite some challenging idea, and I really don't know how to go about it, but I'm excited to see what I'm going to build in a week. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and see you next week.